I've become the Director of Civic Engagement for the Lone Star College System, and it's great because I get to get all these other people to do what I used to have to do myself. But I did want to say a couple things. One, that on your tables there are these two surveys. One is from the National Endowment for the Humanities. One is from, has to do with making ends meet issue guide. Please take a few minutes to fill these out. We don't do these dialogues for no reason. This dialogue and the data that comes from the surveys will be compiled with people that are doing these dialogues all over the country. In May, they will be presented at an event in Washington, D.C. to members of Congress. One of the key things with democracy is that citizens have a voice. Too often we think that our voice is through voting, but I think democracy requires a much louder citizen voice than just what we do at the polls once every 2 or 4 years. So this is our opportunity to be a part of that conversation. I want to take a minute to thank a few people. First of all, Karen McTeague-Musel from AAC&U and Gabriel Ardiega from the Democracy Commitment. They've come out from Washington, D.C. for this event. I want to thank Dr. David Holsey, who's here. He's one of our members of our Board of Trustees for the Lone Star College System. Dr. Young and Professor O'Rourke for being our speakers. I want to thank Chris and Ralph for heading this thing up, and Dr. Mood for running the deliberative dialogue, and finally our moderators from UHD, from North Harris, and from Kingwood. I've been fortunate to teach at Lone Star for 8 years, and I really like the community college because the community college is truly a democracy college. We're a democracy college in 2 ways. One, we provide the opportunities of higher education to people who previously have been excluded from higher education, if you didn't have the money, if you didn't have the background. But also, we're a democracies college because we get to teach democratic ideals, democratic values, and democratic processes. And what we did today was part of that. As citizens, we need to be cognizant of our role. It's not just talking, it's also about doing. So hopefully all of you will be part of future events that we do. We'll be doing them all across the system. And thank you all for coming.